Hi. Wish I had some positive things to say. I'm not really a positive person right now in my life. I used to be. I used to be very happy. That summer in between junior and senior year, I went to, in Tennessee, what's called Governor's School for the Arts. Kids could learn visual arts, like painting, like different mediums, clay, all sorts of stuff, to things like film, which is what I was in, to stage acting and dancing and opera and just all sorts of things that were great and artsy. That was always me. I was like that drama kid. Yeah. This is where I really learned some of the like skills, um, plus the love of film. And it's really where kind of my real appreciation for filmmaking started and where it kind of blossomed. Thank you to my instructor there who really kind of um, opened my eyes to what filmmaking is and how, for me, it's one of my favorite forms of storytelling. So, yes. Throughout my time at Gov School, where I would get together with one of my best friends there, and we would just fuck around. Not like literally, although there was plenty of that happening too. This was a school with a bunch of high schoolers that like from around the state would come and gather and come. I was way too straight laced. There was this one afternoon though that it didn't involve a film. We came up with this idea. I don't know who had the idea, but the idea was, can we fool someone into thinking that they are the phone a friend on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Yeah, I think we can do that. I think we can convince someone on the other end of the phone that they're the phone a friend person. So when it came to casting, I was cast as Meredith. This was not Regis Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, it was the Meredith times. So I was cast as Meredith. And then what we did is actually pretty brilliant. For those of you that still like prank calling, give this one a shot. It takes a lot of setup, mind you, but it's definitely worth it. Um, Although I don't know now, are they still playing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Let me know. I'm not sure that's still a thing. I would be the voice of Meredith, and the person on the show, the contestant, it would be their friend that we were calling. We didn't use their phone. What we did is I think we ended up using like my phone to do the call outs because we figured the call out would be from the show, right? So we used an unknown number. We used the like *67 or whatever you use, *27. I don't know what it is anymore. I used to prank call a lot back in like middle school, not so much high school, but this happened in high school, so maybe I was still prank calling. Anyways, you know what to do where it blocks your number and you call someone. And this was back in the day when people would still pick up when it was an unknown number. Nowadays, people never really do that. People are smarter now, and there's a lot more phone scams, so they don't even pick up if they don't know the number, and they just let it go to voicemail. We had a couple of people just let it go to voicemail, but most picked up. So the way that it would go is someone would pick up, and I would start off saying the person's name. Hi, is this Shelby? Yes. Hi, this is Meredith Vieira from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I have some exciting news for you. Your friend George is here with us, and he is very close to becoming a millionaire. He's actually on his last question. And Shelby, I have to let you know, he has chosen you to be his phone a friend. Are you up to the task? Yeah, sure. So what we would also do in the middle of this, by the way, is we would have a kind of, this is why it's so elaborate for a stupid phone call, is you'd have like a group of people there too to be like the audience. All right, well, Shelby, thank you so much for being a great sport. Ladies and gentlemen, can we give her a round of applause? And then we'd have the, yay! I get it. Just, we'd have the people surrounding us. We didn't even do like a sound effect or anything. All right. Shelby, I'm sure you know how this works. We will start the timer at 30 seconds. George will ask you his question, and he will provide 4 multiple choice answers. You will have to provide him with what you think is the correct answer. Does that make sense? Uh-huh. Up until this point, someone might have thought, oh, this might be a prank phone call. But here's where we really turned up the juice, and almost every single person that we called was convinced that they were on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and they were the phone a friend, and they suddenly got all nervous. We had the person come on the line, their actual friend. So first of all, hearing their friend's voice go, hey Shelby, they suddenly went, oh shit, like George is actually there. But then here's also what we did. So he's asking the question, giving the multiple choice answers. This is now the friend speaking to their friend, and like really wanting an answer to a question. It was one of those real questions we asked. We took one from the millionaire question, like you've got $1 million at stake. It's a hard fucking question. The audience, that we had gathered, the audience would go, oh, and George would make like a sound or something like that. And Meredith would go, oh, I am so sorry, Shelby. And then we would disconnect. We had one guy actually run and turn the TV on. It was something to do to pass the time. It was really fun. It's hard to, obviously I'm not in a great mood today, but and I can't really express how fun it was, but it really was in that moment, being there. We thought that we were the most genius people in the world. Wouldn't recommend making prank phone calls now. Again, people don't really answer anymore, / things are shitty. So a lot of people are kind of mad about life.